35,000 subscribers. That's a lot of people. That is way more people than I ever would have thought would be subscribed to my channel when I first started making videos. But I've already talked about that extensively in past milestone videos, so I'm going to skip that and move on to what this video is really about, which is less about the subscriber milestone and more about where the channel's been in the past, where it is in the present, which is in a really good spot, and where I would like to see it go in the future. But before we get into all that boring stuff, I would like to say thank you to anybody and everybody who has ever pressed a button that has had anything to do with my channel. Whether that be watching a video, posting a comment, leaving a like, leaving a dislike, subscribing, adding to favorites, adding to watch later, queuing up a playlist, following me on Twitter, liking me on Facebook, anything like that. Anything that you've done to interact with me, my channel, or the videos within it has been very much appreciated, and I can't tell you how much fun it is to wake up every day and read your comments. Well, about 85% of them, I would say. That's a pretty solid ratio. That is a good ratio. That's one to be proud of. But, yeah, thank you to everybody, and yeah, especially you guys who have been here since the beginning, since 3 years ago when I started this channel. 3 years, 2 months, and 28 days, I believe, was when I first started this channel, and it's hard to believe that it's been that long, but it has. And you know, I'm not very good with verbal affection. I'm just not a very verbally affectionate person. You can ask anybody who knows me in real life, my best friends, my girlfriend, my family. I just don't really show affection that way, so this is I feel embarrassed talking to you guys like this, but the way that I show affection is through actions, and the past 3 years, with a couple of exceptions, I've uploaded at least one video every day, which is crazy. I've uploaded over 1,300 videos to this channel, and about 300 of those are private. But the point is, that is a crazy amount of videos and a crazy amount of dedication, and I'm not just patting myself on the back when I'm saying all this stuff. This isn't a masturbatory exercise or anything. I'm saying this because I wouldn't do that if I didn't really care about this channel and about interacting with you guys and things like that. I wouldn't feel the need to upload a video every single day if I didn't care about this like that. And I'm not just saying this as some sort of smarmy, kiss-ass way to, you know, suck up to you guys or anything like that. I'm serious. With the amount of free time that I have and working full-time and social, personal relationships and things like that, happy hours to go to, birthday parties to attend, family events, blah, blah, blah. It has been a pretty big sacrifice to upload even one video every day. Because while people might say that they might knock Let's Play videos for being easy to create on the surface, or you don't have to be skilled to create them, you just need a screen recorder and a microphone or a webcam or whatever. While that may be true, the way that I make videos is not like that. In the future, I may upload a video of me editing a video, which is kind of a stupid idea, but some people have expressed interest, so I might do it very soon. The way that I make videos is pretty detail-oriented, and it generally takes a good amount of time to create a video that I publish on this channel. And I'm not saying this is some sort of pity party, some sort of woe is me, it's so much work type of thing. I'm saying this just to emphasize that I wouldn't do it if it wasn't worth it, if I wasn't getting, you know, the appropriate reward for doing it. And I don't mean monetarily, because trust me, it is not great money for the amount of work that goes into it. So basically what I'm trying to say with all this, and I'm doing it very poorly, is that I appreciate all you guys, and if it wasn't for all of you, I wouldn't still be doing this probably. I'd like to think that I would, but I probably wouldn't. I probably would have given up by now. And yeah, so 3 years of uploading videos. It's been a long time. A lot of people probably don't know that I've been doing it for this long. And I'm gonna sound like an old man for a moment, but when I first started uploading videos, Markiplier didn't even exist. Guys like PewDiePie had under 10,000 subscribers. Like, it was like the Wild West of Let's Play back then. And it's crazy now because PewDiePie has 26 million subscribers. And, you know, a lot of these guys, Markiplier has 2 million. Like, a lot of these guys are huge. And I've been doing it pretty much the same amount of time with varying, you know, longer thans or shorter thans than some of these guys. And while I have been kind of left in the dust, so to speak, I'm still really pleased with how things have turned out. Basically, I'm really happy with how the channel is going right now, even though I have grown significantly slower than many of my peers in the horror Let's Play genre. But yeah, I'm not going to get too much into that because that's kind of a can of worms. Anyway, what was I even talking about? Oh yeah, so I don't like talking about stats, but I feel like there is one stat that I really need to mention because it's kind of a big deal. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm hyping it up too much, but I know that I will inevitably be the person who cares the most about this stat, but, you know, I thought I would share it anyway. The past month on this channel has been the best month ever. We have had 500,000 views in the past month, which is crazy. It has never been that high. It has never even been close to that high. Not even 4 months ago was it anywhere close to that number. So I think a lot of it had to do with the Resident Evil 4 playthrough that I put up recently. That did very, very well, completely unexpected. And you know, the views on videos are going way up, and it's been completely unprecedented, and I've been really happy about it. So as you might be able to tell by my voice, I'm getting a little uncomfortable talking about it, so I'm going to shift topics. Basically, all I want to say is that the channel's in a really good spot right now. So with that said, I'd kind of like to talk a little bit about where I'd like the channel to go in the future, and what my goals are for it. I've recently realized that I don't really talk about that type of stuff, and I'm a little bit concerned that maybe it comes off like the channel lacks direction, or that I'm not highly motivated, which is not the case, as I think I've proven earlier in this video. But basically what I'd like to see happen with this channel is I'd like to look back one day and see just a catalog of awesome horror games, ranging from classic games like the Silent Hill series and the Resident Evil series to current indie horror masterpieces like Amnesia: The Dark Descent and whatnot. I'd really like to have just an entire genre covered. And I've pretty much accepted the fact that this is a horror Let's Play channel by and large. I do play non-horror games every now and then, but most of you guys are here for horror games, and I do plan on honoring that by playing more of what you hopefully like to see. I'd like to play everything from story-driven, cinematic, old console horror games to newer, more thrilling games that I might play with Facecam or something like that. And the Facecam thing is kind of a strange subject because I feel like the way that I've been treating Facecam has been kind of hurting the channel's growth. And I'd like to explain that a little bit because it might sound a little strange. Basically, I do something that no other channel that I've found on YouTube does, and that is I use Facecam about a fourth of the time, and then the rest of the time I don't use it. And it ends up confusing and ultimately deceiving some new subscribers that come in, I think. If you look at my most viewed videos, 14 out of the top 20 all feature Facecam, and they're mostly one-shots, indie horror games, that type of thing. So I gain a lot of subscribers from those videos, and they subscribe, and then they see, you know, Siren Part 2 or Resident Evil 4 Part 31, and they click on it, and then, what's this? No face cam. And they feel confused or deceived or irritated or something like that. It's kind of a disconnect. And you don't really get that with a whole lot of other channels. Most channels either go full face cam or full no face cam. You know, Cry, Manga Minx, those people, they do just no face cam on anything. And it's very consistent content. With other channels like Markiplier or whoever else, they have face cam on every video. So again, it's very consistent content. With me, I feel like I do things inconsistently, and it kind of bothers me. Basically, what my face cam policy is, for people that are newer and may not know, is I like to use face cam on games that I feel have much less cinematic quality and are not exactly story-driven games. For games like that, I like to honor the immersion and take my face out of it. And I also like to show more respect to those games in general by putting the spotlight fully on the game instead of on me. And beyond that, I also would like my channel to be known more for the commentary than the funny faces that I might make when I get scared at something. I don't know. It's kind of a shallow thing, but every single time I get a comment that's all it says is like, "That's a funny face you made at 8:53." I kind of get a little sad. I would rather not have my channel be known for stuff like that, and have it more be known for the things that I say instead of, you know, my face contorting in a funny shape or whatever. But anyway, I'm kind of getting off topic. Basically, I'm not really sure what to do about facecam moving forward. I've crowdsourced it, and I think Resident Evil 4 Part 28 or something like that, I posed the question, and I got very, obviously, polarizing information. Basically, I think I'm just going to keep doing it the way I've been doing it, but I realize that it is hurting the channel's growth, ultimately. But the good thing about that, you know, and this isn't a new thing. I've realized this for the past year and a half or so. I've realized that this is the case, and I think the good thing that this says for you guys is that I'm not gonna do anything just for the sake of views. I do things the way I do them on this channel because that's the way I want to do them, and so I don't know if that's important to you. You know, that's probably good news, but yeah, I'm never gonna do something just to get more views because this channel could be twice, 3 times as big as it is now if I just put facecam on every video and I played a bunch of indie horror games. But that's not really the way I want to do things. I don't want to just play the newest games. I don't want to just play the hot new indie horror games that everybody's playing, and I don't want to put facecam on all of them. Like, I want to play the classics, and I want to have a variety of content within the horror genre, not just what everyone wants to see, what everyone else is doing. So, I don't know. That's my little rant at the end of this video. And with that, I think I'm going to shut her down because I don't want this to get too long. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like it, and thank you so much if you listened all the way through. I know it's a lot to hear a guy ramble on about his YouTube channel for 15 minutes or however long this is. So thank you for that, and I will see you guys later. Hopefully 40,000 is coming up soon. I don't know. Who cares? I care, obviously. I like to act like I don't. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Think critically.